Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to understand how to add Uteach students to MailerLite as subscriber automatically. So are you also using Uteach for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So I'm running a edutech company and I'm using Uteach to sell my online courses, and now I wish to share these courses with a wider audience. So to do this, I've created a registration page on my Uteach account, and now I wish that as soon as someone signs up for that registration page, automatically a student should be created in my Uteach account, and as soon as a new student is created in my Uteach account, automatically with the help of same details a new subscriber should be created in my MailerLite too. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Uteach and MailerLite. So to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It's an amazing automation software. So I'm going to do all of this because I want to create targeted email marketing campaigns for these leads, and now I wish to convert these leads into my real customers. So if you also want to learn this process step by step, then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to learn how to add Uteach student to MailerLite as subscribers automatically. So as you know that I run an edutech company that sells course online, and now I want to share these knowledgeable courses with a wider audience and build an email list of potential customers who are interested in learning more about the courses. So now I wish that as soon as someone signs up and gets added as a student in my Uteach account, automatically I want to add them to my MailerLite email list so that I can capture these contact information and nurture them with targeted email campaigns about our paid services and other offerings. So to do this, I've already opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we'll open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now again to access Pabbly Connect. And yes, you can see that now it is opening my dashboard, and to start with the automation we are going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to add Uteach students to MailerLite as subscribers automatically. And then we are going to click on this button which says create. And now it is opening the most important window of our automation, that is our workflow window. This is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now I'm going to select my trigger application which is Uteach because I want that as soon as a new student is created in my Uteach account, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new student. And now we are going to click on connect. And as you can see that now it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Uteach account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection. And now it is asking me for the domain and the API key. So to get this, I'm going to open my Uteach account and follow the help text, and it is saying insert your API key and domain from your Uteach dashboard under the settings, integration and Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to open my Uteach dashboard, and over here you can see that this is my dashboard. So from here in the left sidebar you can see settings. So we are going to go on this and then we are going to go on integrations. And now over here you can see Pabbly Connect. So we are going to select it. And over here is the API key and the domain we wished for. So I'm going to copy both of these details and then we are going to paste it right over here in our workflow. And after pasting these details, I'm going to click on save. And yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our Uteach account with our Pabbly's workflow. And over here we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that as soon as I clicked on save and send test request, it is saying waiting for response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission, and in order to do the test submission, we have to create a new student in our Uteach account. So here I'm going to open the registration page of my Uteach account. And as you can see that this is the registration page. So from here we are going to do a test submission. So we are going to click on this register button, and now it is asking me for what is your name. So I'm going to keep the name as demo user. And now it is asking me for the email address. So I'm going to keep the email as demouser555@pabblytoots.com. And now it is asking me for the password. So I'm going to enter a dummy password, and then we are going to click on register. And yes, you can see that we have successfully registered. This means that we have successfully did this test submission. So now I'm going back to my workflow, and over here we are going to open a Uteach account. From here we are going to go on students and check that if a new student has been registered with the demouser555@pabblytoots.com or not. And yes, you can see a new student has been registered right over here, full name demo user, and over here you can see the email by which we registered this student. So now I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response of this or not. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response of this registration. So I'm going to open the response, and yes, you can see the name and the email. So yes, with this our trigger step is successful, and now we are moving on to our action step. So for our action application, we are going to select MailerLite because I want that as soon as a new student is made registered in our Uteach account, automatically a subscriber should be created in my MailerLite account with the same details, so that I can nurture these leads with the targeted email marketing campaigns. So now I'm going to search for MailerLite, and then we are going to select it. And now it is asking me for the action event. So we are going to select it as create or update a subscriber, and then we are going to click on connect. And as you can see, again it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your MailerLite account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me again, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the token. So to get this token, I'm going to put my MailerLite account, and now from here we are going to go on integration in the left side bar. And over here you can see API, so I'm going to click on use right over here. And as you can see the keys that I've already created, so I'm going to create a new key. So I'm going to click on generate new token, and now it is asking me for the name of the token. So I want the name of the token to be new student, so I'm going to enter it. And then we are going to agree with all the terms and conditions and click on create token. And yes, you can see over here is our token. So I'm going to copy this token, and then we are going to paste this same token in our workflow. And after pasting this token, we are going to click on save. And as soon as we are going to click on save, you can see that we have successfully connected our MailerLite account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the subscriber's email. So as you can see that now it is asking me to select the subscriber email, but I don't wish to select it because we are going to map it. So I'm going to switch on this mapping button, and over here we are going to erase this and map the subscriber email. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Uteach as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new student created in my Uteach account. So I'm going to give you an example that over here in front of subscriber email, if we have not switched on this mapping button and selected a single email or entered the email manually, suppose XYZ right over here, I'm going to enter it. So if I'm going to enter the email manually like this, so this will not change with every new student created in my Uteach because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But if I'm going to map it from the previous response, it will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping, so to create this workflow in real time. And now it is asking me for the status, so I'm going to select it as active, and now it is asking me to select the group, so I'm going to select the group as course deals. Now we're going to move on forward. It is asking me to select the name, so we are going to map the name too. So I'm going to search for name, and as you can see, demo user, so we are going to map it. So now it is asking me to select the last name, company, country, city, phone, state and zip. So as you can see, all of these fields are not required, and it says leave blank to ignore these fields. So we can leave these fields blank. If you wish, you can definitely fill this out, but I don't have the details of my student of these fields, so I'm going to leave it as blank. And now after doing all of this, we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received the positive response that we have successfully created a new subscriber in our MailerLite account. So I'm going to open my MailerLite and check that if a new subscriber has been created there or not with the same email address. So I'm going to open my MailerLite account, and from here we are going to go on subscribers. And yes, you can see a new subscriber with demo user 555@pabblytudes.com has been created in our MailerLite account too. So yes, with this our workflow is successful, and I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So to do this, first we are going to open our Uteach registration page again, and we are going to do another registration. And now you can see that I've opened the page again. So now I'm going to do another test submission. So I'm going to click on register again. And now for the name, I'm going to keep it as test user. And then for the email, we are going to keep it as testuser2@pabblytudes.com. So I'm going to enter it. And then for the password, I'm going to enter a dummy password, which is this. And now after entering all the details, I'm going to click on register. And yes, you can see that we have successfully registered as a new student with testuser2@pabblytudes.com. So this means that Uteach has sent the details of our submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further created a new subscriber in our MailerLite account. So I'm going to open my MailerLite account and check that if a new subscriber has been created there or not. So this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. I'll directly open my MailerLite and check that if a new subscriber has been created there with the email testuser2@pabblytudes.com. So I'm going to open my MailerLite, and then we are going to refresh this subscribers page. And yes, you can see testuser2@pabblytudes.com has been created as a new subscriber in our MailerLite account too. So yes, with this our workflow is successful, and I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. For the trigger application, we selected Uteach. For the trigger event, we selected new student. For the action application, we selected MailerLite. And then for the action event, I selected create or update a subscriber, because I wanted that as soon as a new student is created in my Uteach account, automatically a subscriber should be created in my MailerLite account too, so that I can automatically add them to my MailerLite email list and capture their contact information and nurture them with the targeted email marketing campaigns about other offerings and paid services of my company. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here you can see the two subscribers I created during this video. One is testuser2@pabblytudes.com, and the second one was this. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.